James Kaufman, World News Report today, March 15th, 2025. God bless you and yours, no matter where you are in the world. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell for critical future updates. We have a ton of tornado damage over multiple states that I'm about to show y'all. We're talking about Alabama, we're talking about Missouri, we're talking about Mississippi, and more. Now, we don't have a number on casualties at this point. We do have multiple tornadoes on the ground currently in Mississippi and other states, and we will go over that at the end here in just a moment. Let's take a look at some of the destruction. They're saying that this is an EF4 plus tornado. Well, that's a strong one, folks, and this is Bakersfield, Missouri. You can see it ripped trees right out of the ground. Wow. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I guess your car is not the safest place to be during a storm like this. This is Rolla, Missouri. We saw this being hit last night. It turns out 4 tornadoes hit last night, causing a ton of damage. Again, we don't know about casualties. Watch this tree break in half right on someone's home, folks. This is brutal. This again yesterday evening, last night, and this is going to be Rolla, Missouri. And, well, obviously you can see nothing to mess around with. Extremely dangerous. Now we have pictures just starting to come out. We see more damage. Look at that tree just pulled out of the ground and gone. More damages very, very shortly here. Stay away from the windows. Whoa. Nothing that, wow, you want to be anywhere near. More damage from Rolla, Missouri. First light reveals damage from last night's tornado. I say tornadoes. You can see entire shopping centers and entire blocks are gone. As people drive around just looking at the devastation, it is unbelievable. And very extensive, especially in Rolla, Missouri. I'm going to show you several other states that have been hit. Please remember, we have several tornadoes on the ground currently. Stay aware of your situation. This is an extremely large tornado outbreak. The system is really, really tearing things up, folks. You can see that there's a lot more damage than you could ever imagine here. Wow. Jumping over to Bridgeton, Missouri. They've got damage on a lot of homes. Looks like a tornado might have gone through here. Nowhere near the damage we're seeing elsewhere. But several trees unrooted, and this is just the beginning of the pictures coming in from these tornadoes last night. More photos coming in from Independence County. I'm not quite sure where that is. Please, if you know, leave it in the comments below. But everything here is gone. Definitely tornado damage was taken last night. Here we have major tornado damage in Cave City, Arkansas. So we can add Arkansas to that list. Went right through the middle of town. Cave City, folks. Look at the destruction here. There's nothing left. 2 toilets. Wild stuff, folks. There is nothing here left. This looks horrific, and they have more on the way right now. I will show y'all in just a moment. This is out of Paragould, Arkansas. More damage. This house is just about nearly 100% destroyed. And I guess this house is 100% destroyed. Unbelievable. I guess Arkansas got hit well, much worse than I thought it did. Back to Cave City, Arkansas. Church of Christ will not be holding services this weekend, obviously. Put all these people in your prayers, ladies and gentlemen. This is incredible damage coming from last night. And again, we have tornadoes on the ground right now, quite a few of them. We're about to go over that. And we have more tornadoes scheduled for tomorrow. Here we have a tornado that has struck Mississippi, Elliott, Mississippi, Friday night. Currently, we have several tornadoes on the ground in Mississippi. Looks like several trees have fallen on this house here. We have this coming out of Grenada County, Mississippi, where we have several tornadoes currently on the ground. This is from last night. And they're, well, looking for survivors currently. That's the sheriff's department out there. These houses were all completely destroyed. It's like it went right down the main street, which they said it did in Elliott, Mississippi. It's a catastrophe. Here we are in Paragould, Arkansas again. You can see that we had at least one tornado come through this area. You can see the sheet metal on the electricity. We'll see how much power is out. I'm sure that a lot of power has been affected. The Central Plains and the Southeast. This has turned into a really bad situation. It's getting worse. Over to Oakland City. I'm not familiar with exactly where this is. If you guys know, please put it in the comments below. Definitely not a good situation. This house is completely destroyed. They've already actually cut up the tree here. These people are hard workers. So horrific scene coming out of Great Summit, Missouri, northern Franklin County, and everything appears to be destroyed, ladies and gentlemen. Ripped right in half here. I don't know what we're seeing here, but it's not good. I think this is all extensive damage through here as well. As you can see, it is everything. It's been just completely ruined. Unbelievable. And believe it or not, we only have about 250,000 homes without electricity currently. Again, that will be expanding as we have tornadoes I'm about to show you on the ground here. The National Weather Service is indicating tornadoes on the ground throughout Mississippi. And I will bring that to you right now with a close-up. Looks like got a lot of activity, maybe 3 or 4 tornadoes on the ground currently. And this entire swath will be moving towards the East Coast. I will give you an outlook on this next. We take a look at these tornadoes on the ground. This is current National Weather Service radar in Mississippi. Winona is here. We have 1, 2, 3. This is just north of McCombs here. There's Hattiesburg here. And the yellow boxes are supercells that aren't on the ground. It's like we went from about having 4 on the ground to currently having 3 maybe on the ground. A lot of extremely strong supercells coming through this direction. You can see that this is going to be a nightmare. This is real time. This is going to be our National Weather Service radar. It's all hooked together from all the different Dopplers, and we can see all of the tornadoes on the ground. We're talking about all over Mississippi currently. And, well, y'all probably know the area better than I do. But Starksville and some of these other towns, Greenwood, Grenada, you're all in play. These tornadoes are on the ground. And we've seen that they're nothing to mess with. Nothing to mess with at any given time. Looks like we have 3 or 4 tornadoes on the ground. And this is real time. It is noon central here currently. This is today's forecast, and what we're seeing mostly is Mississippi activity right here. It should move into Tennessee, Kentucky, North Carolina, South Carolina, Alabama, and Georgia, and the Florida Panhandle as we move through the day. And we have another extremely strong front on its way here. So this is going to be a 1-2 punch. After 3 days of tornadoes throughout the Central Plains and Southeast, we're going to have another round coming up about 48 hours after that. And we can see the tomorrow, Sunday, East Coast is hit real bad from Florida to Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, perhaps into D.C., Maryland, West Virginia. These tornadoes are not letting up anytime soon. Monday, they're not predicting any tornadic activity, but I do have a feeling that they're going to change that prediction. We're going to start to look at this area right here where we have a subtropical low that they're going to call a high. They're calling it a high coming through here to meet this moisture off the Gulf. So let's hope it cleans up Monday, but I am not thinking it's going to, based on how strong this front is coming down through Washington, Oregon. All right, taking a look at the squall line in the U.S., it definitely looks like, well, it's getting some help. Weather manipulation, you can see the brown stuff coming out, and of course the irregular lightning. It's black when they put the silver dioxide and the barium down, and that increases the activity in these thunderstorms. The byproduct is this brown stuff that comes out the back here. And this is weather manipulation, and they are trying to cause this squall line, and I'm sure they'll be after every squall line, to intensify and create tornadoes. And I don't know who they are. I don't know if it's China, Russia, the U.S. government, but someone with the ability to fly an airplane over these areas and release heavy metals into these storms. Well, they are manipulating these storms. And we can tell because we do see the byproduct. And when we look close, when it starts here, we can also see the black, which is the actual heavy metals being laid down in front of the path of that storm. I want y'all to call any and all your friends and family in the Southeast and let them know what's going on. It's a serious situation. God bless you and yours. Please share, subscribe, and always remember, anything's possible. Bizarro world.